Hello fellow brawlers, I'm Kairos Time, and it is time to go over sneak peek number 1 for the newest upcoming Brawl Stars update. I'm so excited to show you guys. There is so much that's going on. You guys are going to freak out. It's so awesome. Hope you enjoy. Holy cow, guys, there is so much to show you in this update. This is so exciting. First of all, let's give a big round of applause for the awesome music that is going on here. This is slick. I mean, this is awesome. This update is just so nice. First off, let's go ahead and take a look at this shop. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is this Mythic Brawler box. Super excited about this Mythic Brawler box. Now, the great news is that Supercell is going to be completely getting rid of all chips in the game because they're getting rid of duplicates. So that's way exciting. Now, these chips that you already have on your account are going to be transferred or converted into gems. Right now, the going ratio is 1 chip for 3 gems. Now, this is really cool because the Mythic Brawler box here, 350 gems, and in the past, it was 200 chips to purchase a brawler. So that means you're going to get, if you have 200 chips, then you can go ahead and let that convert into 600 gems, spend 350 right here, you got an extra 250 gems, and you get that mythic brawler that hopefully that you're wanting. Super excited about that. Now, the really cool thing about this update is there are no more duplicates. If you own a brawler, you will not get that brawler again from a drop. And if you don't own, let's say you're missing 1 mythic brawl box and you drop that 350 gems right down on there, then you're going to get that mythic brawler that you want. Now, with this change, there's going to be no way to directly purchase a legendary. So Spike and Crow, they have to drop from brawl boxes. Now, when it comes to actual drops that you can get, various different token drops, and we're going to talk about tokens and exactly how they are used to upgrade your brawlers. Possible token drops, you can get 10 tokens dropped from a drop box. You can get 20, 40, you can even get 80, and very rarely you can get 160 chips dropped from a brawl box. There might be even one higher, but it would be a legendary drop, and I wasn't able to find one of those. So we're going to be talking a lot about how there are different ways that you can upgrade your different characters through pins, badges, medals, crests, super abilities, and all of these can actually be dropped from these brawl boxes. Now, this is really cool and exciting. Even a super ability can be dropped from a box. But what's important to realize is that these do have different rarities. So pins are going to drop pretty common from the boxes. Badges are next, then medals, and then crests are pretty rare. And then super abilities are basically a legendary drop. So it's really rare that you're going to drop that super ability from a regular brawl box. Now, there's a brand new character unlocking screen, which is really clean, really slick. Love to see how that works out. You can also drop event tickets. And we're going to talk about the 2 really exciting new game modes that are going to be released into the game. These event tickets that get dropped basically give you access into those events. You can get 1 ticket dropped from a brawl box, 2, and you can get 3. That once again, there might be a 4th, but I imagine that would be a legendary, kind of difficult to get that drop. You can still get coin boosters and also coin doublers. Now, one thing I would actually recommend doing is waiting when you have all of the elixir that you have on your troops. And we're going to talk about how those elixirs are going to be transferred into tokens a little bit later on. But what I recommend doing is you have that elixir, or you have all this extra gold and things like that. I recommend going and dropping that gold on these brawl boxes rather than getting these tokens, kind of spending that. I recommend, if you've been saving up your gold, just go ahead and drop them all in those brawl boxes so that you can unlock some of these pins, badges, medals, crests, and super abilities, because those are going to cost tokens, and those tokens, although you can get some pretty, 160 tokens from a brawl box drop, although that does happen, it's more likely that you're going to be getting these pins and things like that. That's going to save you more tokens in the long run. So I do recommend doing that, and then using the leftover tokens that you earn from the brawl boxes later on when you're specifically upgrading the characters that you want to. Up next, we have this super slick new brawler screen, which just looks absolutely fantastic. Different colors, very clean and clear, explaining which ones are different rarities and such. Really am a big fan of this. We've got this really great new layout. Now we have these different pins, badges, and medals on this upgrade sheet, where we got pins on the bottom. There are 9 pins. Then in the middle we have 6 badges, and then on the top we've got those 3 medals. Very cool. So on the left we have the green ones. Those are all for health. In the middle we have red. Those are all for attack. And then we have the blue ones, which are for super. Then to the right of there we do have those crests, and those crests are additional buffs to health, attack, and super. Some brawlers are going to have the bottom crests are going to be health. Some might be attack. Some might be super. It just kind of depends on the brawler that you're going to be dealing with and how those have been built to be upgraded. One thing to recognize is that these pins, badges, medals, crests, and even the super ability could be randomly dropped from a brawl box. But if you do have a specific upgrade that you're wanting to upgrade or purchase, then you have to make sure that you upgrade the ones below it in order to get it. And then of course for the crests, you do need to upgrade all of the pins, all 9 pins to get that bottom crest. You need to upgrade all 6 badges to get that middle crest, and then you do need to upgrade those 3 medals in order for you to get that top crest. Once you have all of those pins, badges, medals, and all of the crests, then you can purchase the special ability. As an example, let's take a look at Crow. First off, all of the pins give a 2.5% buff to either attack, health, or super. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's the first pin or the last pin, it's all the same, 2.5% of a buff to its the base attack, health, and super. Then we have the badges, which give a 5% increase. You take that times 6, and then you have all of the buffs that you get from those badges. And then lastly, we do have the medals that give a 7.5%. Once you do have those different upgrades, then each of the crests give you a 10% buff to the to whichever it is increasing. Now this all total means that a maxed out account compared to a new account is going to be 105% stronger than the new account. Super strong is 35% stronger in HP, in attack, and also super. Then of course you do also have to worry about that super ability, which is kind of difficult to quantify. Some super abilities are better than other characters, and so that's definitely something to pay attention to as well. Previously you had Elixir to kind of show how strong all of your brawlers are, or if your opponents or your teammates, how strong they were. Basically it was numbered 1 through 15, and if they were 15 they were max. This is going to be a little bit of a different situation. We have power now that we're going to be taking a look at. It's that little lightning up in the upper right hand corner. This is a Crow that does not have any buffs on it whatsoever, so its power is set at 0. Each pin is 1 power. That means that once you have all the first 9 pins, then your Crow is going to be at 9 power. Then we have the badges. Each badge is worth 2 power, and they do give twice the buff that a pin does. Then we have the medals, which are 3 power. Once again, 3 times the buff that a pin is. All of the crests are 4 power, and they do give 4 times the buff that a pin does. And then lastly, we do have that special ability, which is 8 power. Even though it doesn't necessarily give a very easily translated power, it's marked at 8 power. That means that a max brawler is going to have 50 power total. That's going to allow you to tell whether your teammates or your opponents are how well they have their brawlers leveled up. Now let's go ahead and take a look at these upgrade costs. So first of all, you have pins, which are each worth 20 tokens. Then you have badges, which are each worth 50 tokens. The medals are each worth 120 tokens, and then the crests are 300 tokens each. Finally, we do have that special ability, which is marked at 700 tokens. So it definitely is going to be, especially for a free-to-play player, very first starting out, it's going to take a while to max out that character, but once you do that, it's definitely a huge buff. Now, one thing that you'll notice here, the token efficiency, power to token ratio is a lot more efficient for these lower tiers. You've got 20 tokens for the pins at a 2.5% buff increase, whereas at the crests, which are 10%, are 300 tokens. And so there definitely does seem to be a good reason to start with leveling up with the pins first, then the badges, then the medals, and then the crests. But it also might be beneficial for you to focus on maybe getting those crests as soon as you can. It all kind of depends on what you have and maybe what you're hoping you'll get from Brawl boxes. One thing that is important to realize is that when it comes to these costs, you can't really account for these special abilities. There definitely are some brawlers that have really strong special abilities that are much stronger than other brawlers. And so it might be worth it to just really focus on upgrading a specific brawler and getting its special ability because it's just so strong, and rather than kind of spreading it across the board with all of your brawlers. In order for you to completely max out your brawler, it's going to take 2,440 tokens total. One thing that the developers really wanted to stress the importance of is that when you have that elixir being converted into tokens, once this update does hit, you're not going to be losing progression. A maxed account in the old update isn't quite going to be a maxed account on the new update, but it's going to be close. Obviously, there's going to be some more additional progression here as we're adding these special abilities and possibly even these crests. We'll see how much of a difference it's going to make, but it should make that big of a difference for the players that are playing right now. As far as the new event screen goes, it is slick. I mean, if you take a look at this, this is just absolutely crazy. You can go ahead and take a look at the brawl boxes. All your gold is no longer sort of to the top where it's kind of annoying. It's down at the bottom with these brawl boxes that you can go ahead and open down there. Then we do have these 3 different events that are going on. They got rid of the 4th event that gave additional experience, and they're replacing it with these bigger special events, either boss battle or Robo Rumble. Very exciting to have this here. You can see right here, you can go into the Robo Rumble, and these tickets that you earn from brawl boxes and such, you can go ahead and use those and use them to go into these big special events that give lots of really great rewards. Very exciting. Now, every time one of these big events do come on, you do get 2 free tickets regardless of what's going on, so you can at least try it a couple different times, earn those big rewards that are available. Now, if you are a big spender and you do have a lot of different tickets, then you can actually play 1 ticket and multiply the rewards by 1, 5, 10, 20 tickets and multiply your rewards by 20. So there's a good way, if you do have a lot of tickets, to just get rid of them really quickly, get a ton of rewards really fast. Now, these event tickets do expire after the event is over. So if you've got a Robo Rumble that's going on, you have a bunch of tickets, and you really want to save them for boss battles, don't. Just spend them on the Robo Rumble, then when boss battles comes on, you're gonna have to build up those tickets as well. We'll take a look right here. You do have these different leaderboards, and one, this looks pretty slick. You got North America, local trophies, bands, and stuff. It makes sense, kind of similar to what it has been in the past. But this new brawler screen is actually really cool. You go to the brawlers, you're able to slide through the different brawlers, choose the one that you want, you're really interested in, maybe see who's at the top and such. One thing that might be interesting is if you do go into that settings right there, there is a button in place for changing name. Now, as far as whether they're going to let you do that right off the bat, not sure, but it is great to see that right there. If you do go onto the character screen, you will notice that obviously we do have highest trophies, we have showdown victories, we have total victories and all that, but we do also have best time as a boss in the boss battles, and then also the best Robo Rumble time. You better believe there are going to be some world records going on there. People are going to try to have the longest lasting records standing there. I mean, it's going to be absolutely insane. I'm so excited. The gameplay is so fun. I can't wait to show you guys that on a sneak peek in the future. Now, if we take a look at our ranking, now this is kind of different than what we've had it in the past. In the past, it was based off of your total trophies and such. This is kind of similar right here, where you do have rankings based off of the trophies that you have total with all of your brawlers. And as you level up, then you do get a rank up bonus every time you reach that new mark. Seasons are staying exactly the same, where they do end within a specific time frame, and once they do, then all of your brawlers of over 500 trophies are going to lose 50% of those trophies right there. Now, for this new ranking system, they are going to be taking these rank up bonuses that you normally would earn as you're progressing through the game, and when the update hits, they're going to be giving you a retroactive amount of gold coins based off of where your trophies are right now. So all you really need to do is find out where your trophy count is and add up all of the previous coin bonuses on there so that you know exactly what that bonus is going to be, so that you can plan on purchasing those brawl boxes respectively. Now let's go ahead and take a look at these game rooms. These game rooms are absolutely amazing. Obviously, my favorite thing is that you can go ahead and select the event that you're looking at right now and switch it between all of the different events that are going on right there. Everybody stays in the band or in the group. You don't have to leave and redistribute the room code or whatever you need to do. So great. Just advertise it to band and you're all set. And it's just really fantastic. One thing that you can also do, rather than going from this ranked down here at the bottom, you can actually switch over to friendly, and here you can do friendly battles. So stoked for this, and you can choose from any of the game modes, any of the maps, except for those big special events. But you can take a look at these. You can even do showdown here and have a 10-man free-for-all in your band and just go at it. Super fun. You could even organize teams if you wanted to do a 5v5. Everybody on, go to the left or everybody go to the right or whatever. You guys can set that up in your band and just have a blast with it. Competitions, anything. I mean, this is going to be so fun. Now, spectating is not going to be coming and replays are not coming in this update. My hope is that they'll be in the next update, but still, this is a great move into the right direction. You can see right here that you do have that, red team versus blue team. Go ahead and once you get in there, then you can look and see what team you're on and kind of organize accordingly. Should be a lot of fun. You can gather everybody up and even practice, put up specific scenarios, actually create a meta game. This is going to be such a big addition to the game. One idea I might have is even 2v2s where you just get somebody in your clan to come and just kind of like chill in the back and let two people face each other. You can even do 1v1s. I mean, the odds are, you can do so many different fun things with this. I'm so stoked about this update. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this band list. This is so exciting. My favorite thing about this is you can go ahead and take, that online 2 out of 33 or whatever is no longer a mystery. You can just go right into the band, take a look. You can see when people were last active. You can see who's online right now that you might be interested in playing with. This is just super slick. I'm so stoked to see about this. You can even take a look to see if there are people that have been inactive for a really long time. This is the way to go. I just cannot wait for this. Speaking of which, if you are interested in looking for an active band, I am resurrecting my band, Kairos Warriors. It kind of died off when I no longer had an iOS device to play with, and now that I'm getting back into things, we're kicking up the activity. Doesn't matter your trophy range right now, just come on, join the fun. We're having a blast, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you're as stoked as I am. I just cannot wait for this to drop, for me to be able to play with the people in my band. It's gonna be awesome. Make sure you stay tuned for more sneak peeks of this Brawl Stars update. For now, this is Kairos Time ticking by, and we will see you in the arena.